Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Become a Trusted Authority and Get Your Message Out into the World. And I am fired up here today because we are going to talk about my 3 secrets for what I do to consistently produce high-quality content without being overwhelmed. Because make no mistake about it, if you're not producing high-quality content and being able to do so on a consistent basis, then people are not going to be aware that you even exist. People are obviously not going to sign up with you as a coach. And it's really hard to be considered a trusted authority or some type of expert or authority figure in that regard because, again, people simply aren't aware that you exist. However, when you consistently produce high quality content and you're able to do that, like I said, on a regular basis and without the overwhelm, well, what happens is you become more known. People obviously are going to say, boy, you know what? This person sounds like they're making a lot of sense and someone I might want to work with. And from there, that turns in obviously to more revenue and just being able to spread your message out and having a greater impact on the world. So with that said, let's get into my personal 3 secrets that I like to be able to use in order to really consistently get out high quality content. Now, the first thing that you want to do, and this is in no particular order, but the first thing that you want to do is you want to flesh out a hit list of content. This is super, super important because a lot of times, we will be able to, we'll go out there and we're getting ready to go and do some speaking or we're going to go out and do a video or whatever. And it's like, what do I say? Literally, it's like, what do I say? And I don't know if you remember, it's kind of like in the old VHS days. Like I remember I would go and do you'd go to the video store like Blockbuster and you would have all these movies in your head that you wanted to go see. And then you get into the Blockbuster store and it's like, diddle-oo, 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 diddle-oo. It's like, Luke, I am your father. You're like, what? There was some type of Jedi mind trick where my memory of all the movies that I wanted to see, the minute I crossed that threshold was erased like a magnet. Okay? And the same thing I think is true when you're a service practitioner trying to get out your ideas and stuff like that. It's like, boy, I know I have all these ideas, and then it's like it's time to do something. I can't think of anything to say. So here's what you do. You want to be able to, there's a few ways to do this, but the easiest is what I call the frequently asked questions. Think in terms of what are some of the frequently asked questions that your clients have to say, maybe that you get while networking, maybe that come up when you do presentations, if that's what you do, maybe come up in comments on social media, whatever the case may be. Take some frequently asked questions and jot them down. Just literally jot them down on a piece of paper, put them in a folder. Okay, now you've got these questions here. You put your folder. I have a folder. Mine's like, you have a folder, okay? You put the stuff in there. And then when you're ready to go, you just pull it out. You say, listen, here was a question that came up. You don't tell the person's name. Here's a question that came up recently with one of my clients or networking or at a presentation, wherever it came up, okay? And then you just go in there. So the first thing that you have to do is you want to flesh out a hit list of content. That's numero uno. Okay, numero dos is that you want to be able to have what I call a content calendar. Now, this is super, super important. If the first point was the what, in terms of fleshing out the hit list, what you're going to talk about, then the second point is the how, in terms of how you're going to be able to affect those ideas in a non-overwhelming manner. Because remember, we made that point, right? So what I do is I got myself a calendar at a glance on Amazon. It was like a little, I think it cost me $5 or $6, calendar at a glance, month. And it's monthly at a glance, excuse me. And I just put my content down there. I usually produce new content once a week. You could do whatever you want. If you want to do twice a month, that's a separate conversation, but I put it down on there so it's right there. Put it in pencil, by the way, pro tip. Oh, I don't need no stinking pencil. I can put it in pen. I'm a man. That's what I thought. I was incorrect. Put it in pencil, make sure that you have it because you're going to erase it. There's going to be different things that come up that you're going to find better or more energetic or whatever the case may be. I like to map out 4 to 6 weeks. You do what you want. That's a big, big thing. All right, so we got the what, we got the how. Now, let's talk about actually when it's going to be going out. And this is a conversation about automation. Okay, now what you're going to want to do, and this is number 3, automate everything. Okay, to the degree that you can, automate everything. So What I do is I use a company called Smarter Q. They are great. It's about $20 a month. And what happens is I set up all of my content in there, okay, in their platform. I hook it up with LinkedIn, Facebook group. You can do Twitter. You can also do Instagram. I don't as much, although I'm starting to get more into Instagram, but whatever. Those are the three that I have right now, okay? And then out it goes. And that will make all the difference in the world. See, here's the thing. As service practitioners, when we're talking about getting content out and producing high quality content on a consistent basis, you, I know, have a lot of good ideas. I also know, have a lot of good ideas. So we actually don't have an ideas problem, but we do have a ease of throughput problem. And through that, we create a lack of awareness problem, which creates a lack of revenue problem, which creates a lack of impact problem throughout the world. But when you're able to take some of these things and actually implement them and be able to consistently produce high quality content on a regular basis, you become more visible, people are more aware of you, and you are absolutely on the move towards doing whatever it is that you want to be able to do, whether it's being able to get paid speaking engagements or just become a thought leader or whatever the case may be. Now, I would love to hear your comments. If you would like, you can like, comment, or share anything here. We'd love to be able to get your take on it, maybe some things that you've done, and just how this kind of impacts you as well, because this is a great way to be able to have a nice little back and forth. So if you find something, just jot it down, or maybe something that helped you, put it in the comments section. I would love to hear it. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.